Over 50 Texas House Democrats left the state during a special legislative session to try and stop a bill that will restrict voting rights.
I left because I am tired of sitting as a hostage in the Texas House of Representatives while Republicans strip away the rights of my constituents to vote.
It's the second time this year House Democrats have attempted to block passage of the bill.
A quorum is apparently not present. The point of order is well taken and sustained.
By leaving the state, House Democrats are denying Republicans the quorum they need to vote on the bill.
I can and I will continue to call special session after special session after special session all the way up until election next year. And so if these people want to be hanging out wherever they're hanging out on this taxpayer-paid junket, they're going to have to be prepared to do it for well over a year.
Republican Governor Greg Abbott called the legislature back into a special session that began on July 8th. One priority was to pass the voting bill, which would limit mail-in voting and give more access to partisan poll watchers.
That a quorum is not present as reflected on the vote just taken.
Several Republican-controlled states have passed or introduced more restrictive voting legislation since the 2020 election, claiming these new laws would prevent voter fraud, a response to former President Donald Trump's baseless claims that the election was stolen.
These Republicans in this legislature may have changed the Messiah, Jesus, to Trump, but I haven't. And I'm going to make sure that everything that I can do, that my constituents' right would not be stripped from them.
They came to D.C. to pressure senators to pass a federal voting bill that would undo a lot of the new restrictions at the state level.
The motion is not agreed to.
Senate Republicans blocked one of those bills, For the People Act, in June. What happens next is still up in the air. The delegation has said they plan to stay through the end of the session in early August. Abbott has said the House Democrats could be arrested.
As soon as they come back in the state of Texas, they will be arrested. They will be cabined inside the Texas Capitol until they get their job done.
I move that the Sergeant at Arms or officers appointed by him send for all absentees who in attendance is not excused for the purpose of securing and maintaining their absence under warrant of arrest if necessary.
There being 76,004 nays, the motion is adopted.
Texas law enforcement does not have the jurisdiction in D.C., but the Texas Democrats do not have many options left to stop the bill. Republicans control both chambers of the legislature and criticize Democrats for leaving.
The sergeants at arms and any officers appointed by him are directed to send for all absentees whose attendance is not excused for the purpose of securing and maintaining their attendance, under warrant of arrest if necessary. Members, under the rules, while the House is under a call, any member who wishes to leave the hall must have the written permission of the Speaker.